Hi, and welcome to Telly Talk. I'm Liv.
And I'm Ben.
And on this episode, you'll hear our carefully considered and not at all random thoughts on a show we like. There will be spoilers.
This podcast is for entertainment purposes only, and we're giving ourselves an age rating of 15 and above, but you're welcome to make up your own mind. Listener discretion is advised. What a way to start an episode. You sounded really unsure, like, what are we doing now?
I wasn't quite sure how to start, and it seems to have gone well, so that's good for me.
You acted like you were treading on explosive ground, which is the title of this episode of The Mystery at Blind Frog Ranch.
I think I always forget what it's actually called, because I just call it Blind Frog. I don't even always say the ranch bit. And its full title of the show is actually very much longer.
Yeah, because we watched that sort of ilk of show where it's like The Curse of Oak Island, The Secret of, The Mystery of...
Skinwalker Ranch, just Skinwalker Ranch. Sometimes just Skinwalker.
Yeah, Oak Island. Okey-cokey Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we are at Blind Frog.
They are at their maximum for this sort of show, because what's the next one going to be? The Quandary of the Devil's Quagmire.
Now that would be interesting.
I would watch the shit out of that show. They would be throwing divers into a quagmire.
Now, if you own a quagmire, please let us know, and we will, talk about it.
We will wait patiently for the History Channel to make a show about it. And then, if it's any good, we'll watch it.
If you want to pitch for it to TLC, we will send you a letter of support or something.
At the very least, we should get screeners at this point. The befuddlement at the bayou.
But back to our reality.
Yeah, Season 6, Episode 7 of The Mystery at Blind Frog. I almost forgot it there.
I know, right?
It is hard. Explosive ground. It's banging.
It really is.
Yeah, this was back to form, wasn't it, a bit?
Yeah, I can't remember how it started, but it felt a bit slow.
It started, ironically, with Eric running to shut down the drill.
Oh, that's right, yeah, because they made it
started to slow with him running and going, ah!
Because he was like, stop it! I just want to look a bit more carefully.
There's some black stuff in this, and it might or might not be coal.
So he stops it, as we knew he was going to, because of the preview from the last one.
Yeah.
And he just wants to be careful.
Yes, and as is the default on this ranch, if there's any danger, just keep doing what you're doing, but a bit slower.
Yeah, and I was actually really appreciative of that. Because I did not want them to abandon this hole for fear of some black stuff in the soil.
They really teased, having to abandon this hole, in several different ways this episode, and they didn't.
Yeah.
And I like that. Make me worry that you're gonna do it, and then, but don't.
Yeah.
Like that, I'm down with. I'm down to clown on that.
And then shortly after he says carry on, we'll just go slow, they hit the limestone layer, which they're very excited about.
Yes. And because it means they're safe. Because apparently limestone isn't explosive.
Not just safe, but limestone is the type of rock above the void.
Yeah.
So if they're hitting limestone, that means they're nearly there.
And this confused me because I'm sure on every other... And at this point, I feel like we're semi-mining experts at this point. In the same way that we've watched so many air crash investigation that we could work for the FDA.
Yeah, basically plane engineers.
Yeah, but we won't get on a plane. But I thought limestone was soft. Whenever anyone says they get to limestone, it feels like they go through it like a knife through butter. But here it's like, it's so hard we cannot penetrate the limestone layer. That might be me being wrong.
Isn't there another type of stone?
Yes.
That's similar.
I can definitively say that yes, there is another type of stone.
That's similar to limestone, but is actually called sandstone. That's the one. Isn't that the soft one?
I thought limestone was also... I mean, I must be wrong, so yes, I guess. It just seemed odd, because I swear that
Do we need to do some Googling? Or some duck?
No, I mean, evidently it was hard.
Yeah.
Which is a an eminently clippable section of the podcast there. As Jake Peralta would say, title of your sex tape.
Another show we've been watching.
Yeah, we watch a lot of shows, weirdly, for people that talk about them on a podcast. But yeah, so the limestone, it proves to be problematic because they wear the bit out on the limestone.
Yeah, because they've spent quite a long time with no progression. Not just no progression, but they're wearing out their bit.
Yeah. Well, like, we're watching Secret of Skinwalker Ranch at the moment, and which we might have mentioned a few times, but they're drilling through the mesa, which I presume is made of the same stuff as it's like basically next door. And they only wear out their drill bit when they hit what they reckon is a UFO made out of space tiles.
Wow. Okay, that's a leap.
Well, that's basically what they're insinuating, right? But they get through the limestone without wearing their drill bit into
Yeah, but you need different bits for different thingies.
Different bits for different holes.
Right. No, different bits for different material.
Different bits for different fits. Yeah.
It's not quite right.
It rhymes, though, and so it's good.
But, okay.
So you're saying that Rock Equipment Limited
Yeah.
brought the wrong type of drill bit?
I'm just saying, they might have brought a generic one because they had to go through all the layers of all the different ones, and it might not be the best for the limestone.
Well, then you would have thought they'd have brought more than one.
But they didn't.
No.
So, here we are.
Yeah. So Rock Equipment, 3 out of 5 stars on Yelp or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Disappointing. But they get to the limestone, and they're like, we can't penetrate the limestone, and Chili's like, I could blow it up.
And I was thinking, you were worried about things blowing up a minute ago.
Yeah, and now they're like, no, we've got to the limestone, and then it means that you can't set on fire the coal.
Mm-hmm. Even if you're adding in explosive material.
Yes, because Chili is an expert, and he will do the exact right amount of debanging.
I mean, as much as I'm a bit confused by this whole thing, I'm also thrilled.
Yes, because you're thrilled because they're actually doing something good, and I'm thrilled because they're wantonly throwing someone down a hole. And I was like, he's like, I'm going to rappel down, and I audibly went, fuck yeah, because I was like, yes, this is what I want. Reckless nonsense of going down holes for no reason.
There is a reason.
I know, but that reason is kaboom. That's even better.
And I learnt that rope guards exist.
Yes.
So it's very boring. But he ties his rope to the auger, and he doesn't want the auger to
slice the rope in half.
Yeah, so he puts a rope guard up. Wow.
Yes, because at the very moment I was going, that seems unsafe because that auger looks sharp. He's like, I just put a bag underneath. So yeah.
Sorted.
Practical. You also pointed out, like, if this was Oak Island, it would be underwater, and I'm like, yes, and that's why they dive. Good variety of show there, keeping them
That
separate.
was actually Dad
that said that.
Yeah,
wow.
I did not think that. I was thinking, why don't they do this on Oak Island?
Because the explosion wouldn't be as good underwater.
I know.
Because they go and it'd just be like in water.
Wow.
It'd be a bit shady.
How would it go?
So yeah, I was having said all of that, I was a touch underwhelmed by the kabooming, because he rappels down the hole, and when he gets to the bottom, it is suspiciously pristine.
No, it's not.
There's like not even crumbs on the floor. It's a perfectly smooth bottom, like someone's hoovered it out.
There was a smooth, but he was using his gloved hand to create that smooth surface.
My assumption, and again, I'm not a miner, but it feels like if you drill all the way down to the bottom there'd at least be rubble or something. Like, it doesn't feel like it would look like it had been polished. But what do I know?
I don't think you were paying attention. There was a light layer of rubble.
Hang on, this is a bit fucking rich. Liv is saying that I'm not paying attention. Was this the one episode where you paid laser-like attention? You were, like, looking at all of the finer details.
I know exactly what happened in every moment of this episode.
Who are you and what have you done with my wife?
But basically there was a layer of rubble, but most of it got taken out by the auger. And what rubble there is, he literally scrapes aside so that he can drill to put the explosives in.
I do love the idea that he rappels down the giant drill hole so that he can drill a bit at the bottom with his tiny drill.
Yeah.
And he puts in just the right size of explosive.
Yep, 2.
Yes, 2 of them.
In separate holes.
And we get some really detailed animations. to illustrate
The
Big
size.
Bang is bad, small bang is good.
But too small is bad.
Yeah, too small is pointless. They needed just the right level of kaboom so that it wouldn't like... And what they didn't show us was like an enhancement of the animation they showed us earlier with the, if you set fire to all the coal and the gas, everything will be on fire.
I liked that
underground.
animation.
Because I don't know if it's still, but there is a city or a place in America where they accidentally...
North or south?
Like USA,
Mm-hmm.
A city was accidentally, the coal mine under it was accidentally ignited.
Whoopsies.
And they had to abandon the whole area because there's constant smoke coming out. It might have been methane gas that was initially ignited. I think the local town council was like, I think to get rid of all of this methane that's come out, we're just going to set it on fire and that'll clear it. And it's been burning for like 35 years.
Is that real?
I'm certain it's real.
I feel like that's not real.
I will look it up. Do I need to Google it now or shall I Google it later?
But you can do it later.
Everyone who's listening from America is like, oh yeah, that place. Yeah, we don't go there. The old Bernie Helltown. Yeah, we don't go there.
Or they're going, haha, you've been had.
Yeah, maybe. I'm sure I know it's a thing.
Uh-huh.
I just can't remember the exact... It's so frustrating when you're like, I know this is a thing, but the exact details escape me, so it sounds like I'm full of it.
Yeah, happens to me all the time. How does it feel? Frustrating. You
Yeah,
said that.
Well, thank you for making it worse.
Can have a conversation.
You're
all by
so
myself.
excited you're stumbling over your own cables. That's how pleased you are that I'm struggling. But yeah, stuff happens, he goes down, and then they're all like, quick, move the digger out of the way. But they all stand, about 12 foot away from the hole?
They said they had to stand far back, but they didn't tell us how far.
Obviously, Chili was really confident that he got it right, because he was like, I would step back, but not too far, because it's not all going to collapse, because I'm great.
He has a tiny button.
A detonator.
A tiny one.
A teeny...
I thought he might let someone else have a go, like on Oak Island, but no, he didn't.
No, because there's only so many, and they've brought him in specifically to be the demolitions expert. Are you going to hand over the detonator to a man called Pork Chop? No.
Who's Pork Chop?
That's Josh's nickname that he calls him.
Oh.
Don't you remember? He's
Yes.
Chili. Chili is not his real name.
Yeah.
And then we've got Josh, who's Pork Chop, and he hasn't given Eric a name, but I imagine it'll be like Rockman or
I don't like
Chisel.
Pork Chop.
No, I don't either. It's not a dignified name.
Also, it's 2 words, which makes it much more difficult.
I think Pork Chop is actually one.
Could he not have gone with Porky? Or Choppy? Choppy and Chili would have worked, wouldn't it?
Choppy.
And it'd be like, where did that come
Which
from?
is more...
And you go like, well, it's like Cockney rhyming slang, where it started off as this because of this, and it got shorter and shorter.
Do you need to explain Cockney rhyming slang to our international listeners?
No, I think it's self-evident.
Okay, good.
It's rhyming slang from Cockney.
From Cockney? Ah, yes. The wonderful district of Cockney.
I just don't want you to say London. Don't do it.
Land.
No!
I hadn't even thought about it. See, now I want to say Cockney like Schmitty does in New Girl. Cockney. This is taking a turn. You know what? We hardly ever talk... Steadfastly refusing to talk about any of the shows we're actually covering for over 100 episodes now.
Oh dear.
So yeah, they do that.
It goes bang bang.
Kaboom, and they're like, right, we're through. So we'll...
They get really excited. And, right, Chili says, when he's putting the explosives in and stuff, he'll say, we'll be in there today.
Yeah.
Great. Except they're not.
Well,
or they are, and they edit it so that they're not.
Yeah, because it's interesting. Because what the show shows is that they then go, we're so excited, off to bed. We're going to camp out. Oh, no. They don't camp out that night, do they? They just go. They come back in the morning, and hijinks have been had. Someone's been at this digger, or this driller.
I'm beginning to think they exploded it on the second day.
I don't really know. All I know is that when we come back to it the next day, after they've been away and come back, Chili is still in his climbing gear.
Yeah.
So I'm suspicious.
Not exactly sure on the order that stuff actually happened, or the order of stuff that they showed
I'm
us.
starting to think that this whole invasion and weird sort of vandalising of the drill might have been made up, because there's sort of vandalism to it, but nothing's actually been done to it, to the driller, because they arrive and they're like, hey, the door's open.
Yeah, because they arrived to site the next day and they've left the auger in the hole so that the hole is protected.
They've sort of plugged it like a cork.
Yeah, and the door to the digger is slid open,
Yeah.
and the door to like
The engine
the
bay.
electronic-y bit
It's literally
is
the
sort
engine
of,
bay door.
okay, is sort of propped open a little bit.
And so they're like, someone's been at this.
And what's his name?
Josh.
Choppy. He gets in.
It's not. That's worse than pork chop. I don't know why, but it is.
I think it's better. And he says it looks like someone's jammed a screwdriver in the ignition and caused some damage.
Not that we ever get to see that, I note.
No. And then eventually the rock equipment guys arrive and they're like, ooh, sorry, not sure what's happened. And it starts up first time.
Yeah, they look in the engine bay and go, battery's fine. I'm like, wow, that was a thorough inspection. They close the door. They go into thing, and I always thought someone was going to be like, and they've torn up our seat, because that seat was raggedy.
Yes.
And no one mentioned that, so I'm assuming it was just tatty anyway.
Solder seam.
Yeah. And yeah, it goes, oh, and it started. So I'm beginning to think that it wasn't even that vandalised. Staged.
It wasn't, but their thoughts were that they just wanted to move the auger out of the hole so that they could examine what they were doing and how far they'd got.
Well, they made an absolute tot up of that, didn't they?
Oh, but I think it's real.
Okay. Why would they go in the engine bay then?
To try and start it up, like hot wiring a car.
You go straight to the engine for that, do you?
Sure.
In your extensive
These
carjacking
machines
experience.
are more mechanical, like cars used to be.
Are they?
I don't think you can hotwire a car anymore.
You are making some bold, sweeping statements.
No, I just genuinely don't think you can.
So Liv says that industrial machinery is more simple than
some of it is.
Some of it.
Don't get me started on John Deere tractors, because apparently I know quite a bit about farming.
Well, okay, right. I love that your leading thing was apparently I know a lot about farming equipment.
Yeah, well, we've talked about it a lot in this.
That's right, yeah. I remember. Well, the thing about this is...
The thing about farming is...
Right, so let me just... I feel like I can't move on from this until I've just made sure that my understanding of your educational statements are... So, some industrial equipment is simpler than cars. It is impossible to hotwire a car now.
Yeah, modern cars.
Modern cars.
Yeah. But I just mean that heavy equipment doesn't always have the tech in it. So it's much more mechanical and therefore tamperable.
Well, I mean, it's got batteries. We know that because he looked in them when batteries
everything's got
fine.
A starter motor.
I said a battery. Yes,
which is run by... A starter motor is fueled by a battery. Do you not know how cars work? Ben, is this highlighting an education gap here?
I mean, apparently I can just make sweeping statements. Oh, well, you can hotwire a car with a banana these days.
Cool.
Yeah, facts. Apparently I know about fruit car stuff. Yeah.
You're making yourself look like an idiot. And I can tell because I can see you.
Well, this has been a joy today. So... Yeah, they get it started and they drill down and they break through.
Da-da!
Da-da-da. And then at that very moment, they're like, end of the day now, everyone. Leave the drill in the hole again. But this time, we're going to camp out in case they come back.
Not here, though. No. We're going to go up the hill.
Up the hill.
Really far away.
So that they have a 365-degree view of the surrounding area, which makes sense.
Except they're really far away from the thing they're trying to protect.
Well... Yes, and they're all sat around, and Chili asks the sort of important question for the audience of, are you guys worried that it will be empty again about this chamber? I'm like, and Josh is like, no, please keep watching. No, because they only ever found one, I've decided. And, Rhodes didn't have big drilling or Chili, the explosive king. So... totes everything still in there.
He does raise a good point, though. This is something we've said of other things, of like the equipment and technology that people have now for treasure hunting makes it so much, I don't know, easier. Maybe it's not easier.
They don't make it look easy.
No, but maybe it is actually easier.
But you do have to remember, Liv, that some industrial equipment now is still quite simple.
Yeah, but it's still strong.
Yeah. Also, I don't think they had sophisticated explosive techniques.
They didn't have these drill rigs. What he's saying is that the Mormons would have arrived at that stone door and gone, oh shit, Okay, never mind. Because they didn't have.
I hear what you're saying, but if we tally up which team has or has not had a wagon with loads of so much gold bullion on it that has been falling off behind them cartoon style, I think the Mormons are winning.
Yeah, true.
Allegedly.
Fair.
Yeah. This crew doesn't even have their own made up bullshit language.
Yet.
Yeah, next season.
They are paranoid. Rightly so.
Well, yeah, because it turns out people are allegedly encroaching on the
Well, they see
land.
lights.
A light in the distance, and they're like, quick, turn off our lights. I'm like, they will have seen that light. If you've seen their light, they've seen your light.
Also, don't you want them to see your light so that they know they're being watched?
Well, no, I love that they go, quick, turn off the lights so they don't see us. And Chili's like, I'm getting on my motorbike.
Light on.
Yeah, and it's like, I think they might have seen you.
But these other people, well, their lights at least, continue down towards
Yeah, they
the
don't seem
digger.
to give a shiny shit. Or they're deaf and blind.
And then I got a bit confused because at first I thought Chili was going to the digger, but he doesn't seem to be. And then
It's
the
very
other
confusing.
two,
Eric
Chippy.
and Josh. Chippy.
and Josh,
Chippy and Diggy.
Eric. Yeah, they go, we'll go to the digger. So, well, where's Chili going there?
No one knows. Chili's just like, yeah!
He's heading straight for
Well, he
them.
has to go down he's got to go down the road and then off on and then he's got to wait for his turn to merge in turn and all of that. So, he's got to be responsible. I mean, we see Eric go arse over tea kettle going down in the dark. So it's obviously a bit Larry.
I didn't see that.
They made a whole thing of it in the dark. Eric goes like, oh, and like goes arse over tea kettle as immediately as they're running down. They have to stop for a minute. He's like, I'm okay.
Oh.
You watched it with thoroughness and you missed a whole bit of one of them just going completely arse over tit.
Well, I might have been busy at that point.
Yeah, you were like, I've done my work now. It was hilarious. But yeah, they tried to run down the hill in pitch black and it didn't go well. But yeah, and obviously Josh has called after Chili going, they might be armed. And Chili's like, it's fine.
But they used that clip quite a lot.
Yeah, they did. So who knows how many times
And they might
said
have been armed, so,
Yeah.
do be careful.
But Chili's like, I got explosives, bitches.
True.
Yeah.
And he sees them off.
Yeah, because their lights go off and they're like, oh yeah, they were going down there. There was at least two of them.
They decide they had an escape route down by the creek.
Yeah.
So they'd mapped it out and planned it. So,
Or, if I'm cynical, it was production setting up and going, yeah, once you hair down there, hence why they were so cavalier about like, hey, we can just ride down there and not get shot because Jeff from production won't shoot us.
We have seen things like this before, though, on Blind Frog.
We have. So
I think it's real.
So yeah, because they were like, we're staying here now. Once we think we're into this cavern, we're not moving anymore. Because if someone came in here and nicked it all at the last minute, we'd be so upset.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd be like, yeah, I think you would be.
So they'll be camping there for the foreseeable future. Because the next morning, they move the auger out the hole again. And they all start getting ready to descend. And that's sort of where the episode ends.
Yeah, we do get a bit of Charlie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, because like we catch up with Charlie post his cleansing, and he says his legs feel stronger, and he's like, "Well, I think the curse has been lifted. It's all good."
He had to have a recovery day, though.
Yeah, he had to take a day off, bit of PTO, paid time off, and he wants to now be part of the Golden Staircase discovery. He wants to swoop in at the last minute and claim glory.
Well, first of all, he's setting up cameras, though.
Yeah, trail cams. I was like, you need to buy a shitload of these and just put them everywhere.
I think they are.
I was expecting that, because it's felt like they were setting it up, that they would then immediately capture someone bopping around. Also, it confused me because it looked like they had a camera in the cab of the drill rig. Because they kept showing us the camera perspective inside the drill. So I was like, are they going to show us footage of these, whoever came and fiddled with it?
The thing is, you're thinking it's a Tesla, but it's not.
I don't think the camera is like fundamentally built into the drill rig.
But I think the camera crew put it there, right, Josh, before you get in and explore it, I'm going to put the camera there.
I see.
Yeah.
Whereas I was going, it
Built-in
seems
camera.
suspicious. No, I don't think it was a built-in
No,
camera. I think they just left it there, and I'm like, oh, are we going to get the
They're
footage?
going to leave expensive equipment there.
They left a drill rig there.
Drill rig is huge. Apparently, they couldn't get it started.
I don't think a GoPro is that expensive.
Wow.
Anyway.
Someone doesn't know their privilege.
Yeah. I mean, for a production company. But we end the episode with a little lovely chat around a campfire.
You done with Charlie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that was it. What else did he do?
Nothing.
Well, there you go. That's why I'm done with him. But they have a nice little round the campfire. They've got the whole team and Ron.
Ron's there.
Yeah, Ron's shown up. And boy, I've started to notice how similar Ron and his son are.
Chippy.
Ron and yes, Chippy and Ron. That sounds like a kid's TV show. Chippy and Ron. The
Chippy
Adventures
and Ron.
of Chippy and Ron. Do, digging for treasure. Do.
Okay, your tune is changing.
Yeah, it's all over the place. But yeah, just like little mannerisms and stuff. And obviously, Josh will have picked up mannerisms from his dad, but it was like really telling. I was like, oh yeah, Ron is just an older wizened,
really old.
Yeah, a wizened version of Josh. It was quite telling.
They call Josh a mining expert.
Yeah,
and they call Ron a treasure hunter.
No. They call Ron a legendary treasure hunter, and they call Josh a prolific miner.
I know which one I'd prefer.
Not even accomplished, prolific. That just implies that he does it a lot. Doesn't even say
everywhere.
He's good. He digs a lot. It seems like he just drills everywhere. Doesn't necessarily find anything, but he does it a lot.
There's a hole here and a hole here.
They might as well have just called him a disappointing offspring.
Oh,
I know.
Poor Chippy.
Oh God, are you going to even remember that's what you called him?
Probably not, no.
We've only got one episode left.
I know.
Yeah, they just chat around like, ooh. And then Josh is like, we really need to figure out who wrote this journal. And Ron's like, doesn't really matter though, does it? And that was it.
I thought another thing was more interesting.
Oh, yeah?
Because Eric says...
Well done.
Thank you.
Oh, because James was there too.
Okay. Anyway, one of them asks Ron, in your experience... something, and
right, okay.
Ron gives quite an insightful answer, which I quite liked, but seemed to have forgotten. So
right,
I just wanted to add that.
So the gist of it is that Ron said something profound that was so meaningful and resonated so deeply. You've utterly jettisoned it from your main.
It wasn't profound so much as it just highlighted his experience.
Right.
So.
And what?
It was something like, "Do you think the treasure's still there?"
And he went, yes.
And he said, well, it's always hard to know. But,
yeah.
You know?
I thought it was interesting because Josh pointed out, like, if you're trying to find treasure, what you need to do is understand the people who put it there and learn about them, because that's how you find treasure.
Because myths and legends are great, but they don't actually tell you anything.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, the map was useful, though, wasn't it?
Well, the people made the map.
Oh.
So...
I mean, technically, the people made the treasure.
Not always. There might just be raw gold.
They dug it out, though, didn't they, though?
Yeah, but... Okay, never mind.
Ha-ha! Ha-ha!
So what are you rating this episode?
I'm rating this episode 6 absolutely necessary people chucked into a hole out of 7.
Okay, but they only chucked one person into a hole.
Yes, I know, but I can't rate it 1 out of 7.
But next episode, I think they are going to chuck 6 people in the hole.
Yes, I know.
So you've wasted your...
No, I haven't wasted it, because they'll do something else mad, because we see in the preview they go, like, they're not golden, but those are totally stairs. And there's like, oh, there's passages there, and passages there, and passages there.
It's a lot bigger than I expected.
And someone's going to go diving underground.
I think it's Chili.
Yeah. But
he has earned his money.
Chili is the new Chad for the action stuff. They're like, we need someone who is willing to recklessly endanger themselves. Let's get the guy whose job is to blow things up. He'll be up for it.
Cool.
Sure. Dive. Boom, boom, boom. When it's not Eric throwing himself under... Eric had a go and just went, it's not for me.
He gets a bit nervous, does Eric?
Well, yeah, especially after he got buried alive.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's not for good reason, but...
Yeah. And James is like, I will come in when we found a treasure chamber, and that is
I've
it.
just got to wait over here.
I am a sensible doctor. I don't even know if he's a doctor. He's not called Dr. James whatever.
No, but sometimes people miss that off. Anyway, so 6 out of 7.
Yes. What about you?
I'm going 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10! Ding, ding, ding. Perfection.
Yeah. What can I say? I did like the explosives. I did like Chili's attitude to getting stuff done.
Imagine what you'd have scored if you could remember what Ron said.
I was wary of Eric, getting annoyed with him. I was on the brink of being annoyed with him, but he rescued himself from my annoyance. So
you'd have enjoyed it even more if you'd have seen him go head over heels in the dark, almost killing himself.
Yeah, I don't really like that stuff, but maybe.
I just want peril.
But there was a lot of stuff in it, and it was
Yeah.
exciting, and it was fun,
Yep.
and I very much enjoyed watching it.
Hell yeah. And the next episode is the finale for the season, so goodness knows what they've got in store for us.
So it'll be the last one, and then we're going to take a break week.
Yes, because, holidays and that.
We're on holiday, yeah.
Holiday!
And it times really nicely with the end of this show.
Yeah. So,
Because we'd have been having a break no matter what.
yeah. I mean, we'll still be doing something else.
No.
Oh, no, we'll have a whole week off, won't we?
And then we'll come back with a new show that we haven't thought of yet.
Yeah, who knows?
You're so lucky.
Yeah, we'll pick something and you'll love it. And on that note, that's all, folks.
Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time. Bye!
Toodles!